part 2 of Hush 2 is now out, Batman issue 159, and it's a mess. I enjoyed the first issue. The first part I thought was good, and I was interested to see where it was going. The second issue is weird. It's very messy. It's all over the place. So, spoiler, if you have not read it, I'm going to be spoiling it in case you haven't gotten around to it. There's your warning. Let's get into it. This comic feels very dated. It feels like it takes place before Under the Red Hood, or like Under the Red Hood never happened, even though we know that's not the case because we see Jason's got his modern day costume. So it's kind of weird. But the issue opens up with Batman taking Joker's barely alive body to Leslie Tompkins to get him fixed up, because at the end of the last issue he got surgically sliced up by Tommy Elliott to where he's going to bleed out unless he got some help. And Batman takes him to Leslie Tompkins. Leslie's like, "Why'd you take him to me? I don't deal with this. I'm not good at this. You should take him to a hospital." And she's like, "Oh, you took him to me because you didn't want to be seen with Joker. You don't want to be seen helping him because, that doesn't really help his rep." And probably my favorite part of this issue is this bit where Batman's just struggling with the fact that he's playing right into Tommy Elliott's hand, but he has no other choice because Tommy knows that he will help Joker, and Batman knows that Tommy knows that. He's like, "Tommy knows I'm going to help Joker. I don't want to do exactly what Tommy thinks I'm going to do, but I have to because I have no other choice." And that part I found interesting. I liked that bit. But the rest of the issue is not quite as good. So Leslie patches up Joker as much as she can. She wires his jaws shut because it got all messed up last issue, and she patches him up a little bit, but she's like, "He needs round-the-clock care right now. You need to go help him. You need to take him, to Arkham or something." And Batman's like, "Arkham's not really an option," so he takes him to the Batcave, and he's just stewing, and he's thinking about the Joker. And this is another part where the book feels dated, because the way he talks about Joker is just, it feels as if he just met Joker 2 years ago or something. He's talking about how he's like, "Man, I've always thought about these things about Joker, and how he thinks, and I thought at first that was just wearing grease paint like a clown, but then it turns out it's not." And it's like, okay, we know all this stuff. Why is Batman going all over this stuff in his head? This is weird. But then Jason shows up, and as much as this feels kind of weird because Jason and Batman, as far as I know right now, the last I've read of them, they're cool. I like that Jason's back to being a dickhead. Because to me, Jason is most interesting when he's the rogue of the Bat family. When he's the one that's on the outskirts, that's not chill with everyone else, that'll do some crazy stuff like this. I like that. I hated that he became buddy-buddy with the rest of the Bat family. I hate that he just became sort of another Robin, essentially. I don't like that. I think that takes away everything that's interesting about Jason, because I think it was his last solo series, where it looked like he killed Penguin. I was like, yes! He's doing something. Yes, Jason's doing crazy stuff. This is what I like. Then it turns out it was just a blank, and he fired it up close, so I believe the shards from Penguin's monocle went into his eye or something, so it looked like he died, but he didn't. He was fine. Jason didn't actually shoot him. And I was like, Jason's using blanks? That's so stupid. I hated that. But here I like it. Jason shows up, he points a gun at Batman's head, and Batman's like, "My cal's bulletproof." So he's like, "He's not," and he immediately starts shooting at Joker, but Batman stops him. And also, something I'll say that feels a little lazy from Jim Lee here is there's multiple times where you see a gun shoot, where you see a gunfire, and there's muzzle flash, you'll see a shell eject, but you'll never see the slide go back. And I don't know, that just feels kind of lazy from Jim Lee, but one of the greatest artists of all time. Especially there's specifically a part where Batman fires the gun, and it feels very focused on what the gun is doing. And you see the shell eject, you see the muzzle flash, and there's you don't see the slide go back or anything, no blowback, nothing. It's like, I feel like Jim Lee could have put a little more effort there. But that's just a nitpick. That's not that big of a deal. But anyways, they have their little fight, and this is where Batman's narrating as if Under the Red Hood hasn't happened. He's talking the exact same way he did in Hush when he ran into Jason when it was Clayface. And he even talks about that encounter. He's like, "I gotta figure out, is this the actual Jason? I don't know. He moves like him, but I'm not sure." And it's like, how does he not know? This doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So he shoots Jason in the face, which is hilarious because that does feel very Batman, where it's like, now let me explain, because if you're like, Batman shooting someone in the face, how does that feel Batman? It feels Batman because it's like Batman has the Joker, could let him die, which would result in so many people being saved and be a net good for humanity. Won't do it. His old Robin shows up, shoots him in the face, though. It's like, that feels like a Batman thing where it's like, man, you'll shoot your own Robin in the face, but you won't let Joker die. He obviously doesn't do it to kill him. He cracks his mask to figure out if he's actually Jason or not. So they have their little fight. They have a standoff. When I was reading this page, I was like, why is Batman acting as if he has any legs to stand on here? Because he's pointing a gun at Jason's head. It's like, he knows you won't kill him. And then Jason even says, he's like, drop the gun. I know you won't kill me. So I was like, oh yeah, at least someone's smart here. At least Jason's making sense. So then Jason beats him up a little bit. They have a little heart-to-heart where, again, this feels really dated because it's like been here, done that. Where he's like, Jason, you're not mad at Joker. You're mad at me because I was your partner and I let you die. You were my Robin. It's like, okay. I feel like we've had this conversation several times before. I don't know why we're having it again as if it's the first time. And what do you mean he's not mad at Joker? Of course he's mad at Joker. It's not one of those, he's not mad at Joker, he's mad at me. No, he's mad at both of you. But obviously he's very mad at Joker for what Joker did to him. Like, what are you talking about? That just felt kind of stupid. So then Jason knocks him out because they're having their heart-to-heart. And Jason's like, all right, well, I'm just going to pistol whip you. And then we cut to Nightwing and Batgirl in the clock tower. And Riddler's there. And Riddler's like, hey, he calls them all by their names because he knows their secret identities. And he's like, you know, you guys need all the help you can get. I know Hush better than anyone. And he has this horrific design. I hate this design so much. I love Riddler. I love how he was used in the first Hush. I was happy he was behind it all. I thought that was cool. I love the way Jim Lee drew him in that, his design. I love that. I love Riddler in a nice green suit with that hat. Looks great. This looks so stupid. He's got some sort of he's got like military boots and pants, and then he's got like a really weird question mark on his chest. He's got like a question mark tattoo on his eye. It's so stupid. I hate this. I hate this. Riddler doesn't need to be a physical villain. He doesn't need to be some guy that can fight. He doesn't need that. I don't like this look at all. I hate this so much. But then we see Batman wake up in the Batcave, and he sees that Joker's gone, and he believes that Jason is working with Hush. Now, I think he's right to come to that conclusion. Jason probably is working with Hush. But I would love for that not to be the case. I would love for Jason to not be working with Hush at all, and this is just Batman's paranoia. Because something that I feel like is... maybe I'm reading into it too much, but something that seems like a nice touch to me is throughout this, Batman has like a 5 o'clock shadow, like his beard's starting to grow, and to me that kind of signals that Batman's kind of just all over the place right now, not really taking care of himself. He's just like, you know, he's that Batman that's running off of like 2 hours of sleep he got last Thursday, you know? Like he's not really thinking about a whole lot of things. He's just like focused on this one thing, but he's also not really even able to focus because he's not rested. He's not getting what he needs. I kind of like that detail. At least that's how I'm reading into it. So I'd like it if Jason's in it for his own thing. If he's just like, no, I'm just getting Joker because I hate Joker because he killed me, and now I'm getting my get back. Even though, you know, we've seen this before. I would like that to be the case instead of, I'm working with Hush against you. I think that would be stupid. But if, even as much as I didn't really care for this issue, if this results in Jason getting back to being the rogue guy that does crazy stuff with the Bat family, then this is a net positive for me. Because I'll be happy about that. I don't like Jason just being another soldier in Batman's army. I don't like that he's just another guy that goes along with everything. He's not Dick, he's not Tim, he's not them. He's something else. He's the rogue. That's what I want. I want him to be the rapscallion, the guy that'll be unpredictable and just do crazy stuff like this. I like that. So I hope that sets a precedent going forward, where going forward Jason isn't all just buddy-buddy with the Bat family. But yeah, overall, I would say this was not a very good issue. I would, like, if I had to rate it out of 10, I'd give it like a 5. It was not very good. Jim Lee did get to flex his muscles a little bit, though, this time. The first issue didn't get much to do. This issue, he got more to do. He got to do a little fight scene with Jason and Bruce. It's, I would say the art was a little better this issue because he got more to do. Still nothing that blows you away. Still nothing that I would say has compared to the first Hush, in my opinion. But yeah, he got more to do. The colors look really nice. It definitely brings you back. Like, the colors really bring you back to that first Hush, though, because everything with all the blues and everything. But yeah, I'm still interested to see where it goes. I enjoyed the first issue. This issue I didn't think was very good, but I am interested to see where it goes, and I hope Riddler's used well, but I do hate this design. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments below, what did you think of Hush 2 if you read it, or Hush Part 2 of Hush 2 if you read it. Remember, we've got 6 issues of this, then they're going to take a break and Matt Fraction takes over, and then after that break, they'll come back for 6 more issues, so we'll get 12 issues in total for this Hush story, so just like the first one. So yeah, I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. I'm really interested to see what other people think of this, because I've seen a lot of negativity on the second issue, which I understand because I didn't like it either. But I want to hear from you guys, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.
Hey, skinny boy, saucy boy, I be running to the bank. Yeah, you know I hit the gas in the whip full tank. Riding past the ocean while I'm listening to Frank.